Welcome to the Unfranchised Business presentation being presented this evening by Michelle and Tony Molinaro. Just a little history about us. We've been internet marketers since 1997, owned and operated at that time a successful restaurant in Connecticut. And during that time period, we started dabbling in what was called back then the World Wide Web, better known today as the internet. After the first year of being in business, our income level had surpassed the income of the restaurant. And over time, we needed to make a decision because there's only so much time in a day, and you can either have a lot of money and no time or a lot of time and no money. I'm sure a lot of us have been on either end of that at one time or another. So we needed to make a decision, and that was that we were going to sell and move to the Gulf of Mexico and live and operate our internet business. Approximately 3 years ago, we decided to partnership with a company that's called Market America. And we did this because of the fact that they had a very diverse portfolio of products that we could then infuse into the product lines that we were already selling. So some of the other statistics that you have here, we're professional coordinators, which means that we earn anywhere between $4,500 to $7,500 in a commission period of 4 weeks. In 2011, we were very proud that the management team actually recognized us as the Shop Consultant of the Year. And also at the bottom there, you see in 2012, we were recognized as the top retailer for the company. And at the present time, there's 180,000 other unfranchised owners is what we call ourselves. So with no more to do, we're going to get started, and I'm going to take you through what we call the Unfranchised Business presentation. We're powered by Market America. And Market America was founded in 1992, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, in a small home in Greensboro, North Carolina. They actually converted the garage into the warehouse and office space. Over the past 20 years, we've grown into quite a large establishment, as you see on the right. It's almost 200,000 square feet, and primarily it is the warehouse space. This is the largest distribution center on the East Coast for the account of UPS. They actually have an office set up right in their location. Market America is a product brokerage, which means that we do not manufacture any products. We have manufacturing companies that do that for us, label it with our product logo, and then we then bring the products to the end consumer, and we do this via the internet. So we're all established on day one with a preloaded website that infused all of our products and then our partners' products. We specialize in one-to-one marketing. That is where we are able to promote products one-to-one, eyeball to eyeball, toe to toe with someone. But then also social shopping comes into play. And that is where we use social media as a way to also bring in products to the end consumer. People on social media, they know, they like and trust us, so they're willing to listen to what we have to say. And we're going to get into that a little bit further. I wanted to bring to you the statistics of how much estimated accumulated retail sales the company has taken in. And what you really need to see here is over the past 20 years, it has been nothing but growth with the company. And where other companies are actually downsizing and letting people go, our company is on the rise, and they are actually employing more and more people. So you can see there also that the company, what it takes in, it sends out back out to the field over 60% goes back out for every dollar that comes in. And that is a high percentage for a company to run on. What this shows you here is we have hundreds of people that have earned over at least $1 million in commissions and more. And they're from every walk of life. Some started when they already had a PhD, and there are images here of people that didn't even graduate high school. There are people that were bankrupt all the way up to multimillionaires that have started their company. What you really need to take away from here is hopefully, hey, I want to see my face there one day, but also the fact that it is possible for anyone. The playing field is even. It is set for you to succeed. The company is positioned in 7 countries as we speak. United States, Canada, Mexico, Australia, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and the United Kingdom. Now they are about ready to launch another global expansion, but I think we will all agree with the internet the way that it is today, it's a global economy. And the internet has done this for us. So if you're going to be in business today, you want to maximize your profit margins by being involved with a company that has global exposure. We call ourselves the unfranchised business. Why? Because we're very much like a franchise, but then there are some negatives to franchising, and we have eliminated those. We feel that we are on what we call a 2 to 3 year plan. And why can they say this? Because they have a system that's set in place, and because of the number of years that they've already been established, they're able to see what works and what doesn't. And if you follow a proven system, the success rate is much higher. So let's get into why we're like a franchise. We're systemized, standardized, and we have uniformity. What does that mean? Exactly. It's a system that's put into place. If you follow the system and you go with that uniformity, you have better chances of succeeding. I think we can all agree the number one franchise that's on the market today is McDonald's. They are all set up the same. You might have never thought about it before, but just think, when you walk into a McDonald's, where is the fryer located and where are the restrooms located? You all answered the same way. The fryer is located on the left and the bathrooms are located on the right. How do I know this? Because every single McDonald's is set up the same way. They have a career manual and a program that every single franchise owner will follow, because that is the proven way to success. We do exactly the same thing here. We have state-of-the-art management system. So while your packages are being shipped to your clients, you're able to actually see that tracking information. That's state-of-the-art. Everything is uploaded into the internet for you and your clients to see immediately. Merchandising marketing tools. Today we live in a society that you must brand yourself. So we have catalogs, we have t-shirts, we have pens, we have all the marketing tools that you would require to be in business today, except for you don't have to pay the high expense as hiring a graphic artist and a printer. The work has been done for you and you could just tap into it. Standardized training systems. Professional income requires professional training, and that's exactly what we have here. Potential tax advantages. Home-based internet businesses are the number one businesses to be involved with today, and there are huge tax advantages. I myself am not a tax accountant. I would definitely get with your tax accountant in your particular state and ask them, what are the tax advantages? And see what they come back with. Growing visibility. Again, like I said, because of the internet, we are a worldwide company that has growing visibility in multiple nations. Now, unlike a franchise, there's no franchise fees, no monthly royalties. Actually, the company pays us the royalties, so that's very good. We have no territory restrictions. I can do business any state, any country that we now operate business in. With a franchise, that's impossible to do. I don't have to go to another country that we have a business location in, but I can open my business there. With a franchise, you would have to physically be there, and there are limitations to what you can do. You start part-time with flexible hours. We say approximately 12 to 15 hours per week should be devoted to your business. No one here started this and overnight became wealthy. It takes time when you're starting your business. So you continue doing the job that you're doing, and this just infuses into it. Minimal startup expenses. We'll get into that in a little bit, but the startup expense to owning a traditional business is usually 6 figures. This is much, much less. And I like to say, actually, that there is risk. And the risk is, in today's day and age, if you don't have a plan B in the works, then you're really risking your financial future and your family's. We must be doing multiple streams of income into a household in order for the household to be successful. So there are 3 different ways that we actually earn income. Number 1 is cash back. All of our customers and ourselves are considered customers on our own website. And what we do is we use the marketing dollars that come from companies such as Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Victoria's Secret. We use those advertising dollars to pay us in ways of cash back. So traditionally, that money would go to a corporation, but not in this case. The corporation decided that it's best in the hands of the consumers. So that's number one. Number two is provide products. We provide products and services to the end consumer, traditionally about 10 to 15 customers per distributor, and where you're going to earn 30 to 1,000% gross retail profit. Those profits are paid to you instantly on day one. They're put into account as soon as the sale is made. And then number three is what we call time leveraging. This is where we're going to duplicate our efforts. And if you were to take a scale of the corporations that are out there and the income that is brought into the wealthiest 1% of our society, they have done that by time leveraging. They duplicated their efforts among many people in order to become successful. We take the same philosophy, but we're only going to develop and manage 2 sales and distribution organizations. And we have the possibility to earn, the smallest check is $300 in commissions, and it goes up from there. So you get to determine how much you need to come into your household, and then you work towards that. As I stated before, we're a product brokerage. We identify the latest market-driven products. We're not a company that's a one-product wonder. We don't rely on the sale of one particular item. We have multiple sales and services. And as I said, we don't own any manufacturing plants. So we're able to move with the marketplace. If something is hot, we go to the manufacturer and we put our label on a particular product. We have thousands of exclusive products and services and access to multi-billion-dollar markets. Now, we, as I said, are an internet marketing company. If you're going to be in business today, you must maximize your potential with the internet. And this is the site that is preloaded, ready to go for you on day one. It comes equipped with so many different features, some of them being patented. We have hot deals. We have our MA brands are located right there. We have an e-gift section. We're attached to over 300 different social media and social networking sites. And then we have a patented software called ShopBuddy. This is where it is able to track your sales, where you will never ever lose a coupon or the lowest price you can pay on a particular product ever again. It will actually alert you so that you're receiving the hottest deals and coupons that are on the market. We, as I said, pay our customers, and if we're making a purchase, cash back. There's a way for you to earn anywhere up to 50% cash back on your purchases through Mark in America brands and through our partner stores, wherever you see that cash back logo. You also are paid upon a referral, and your customers are as well. So 0.5% of whatever your customer purchases is eligible for you to receive a referral bonus. Now, think about it. If you ever visited a good restaurant or saw a movie or read a good book, you most likely referred that to a friend. But I guarantee you that you never received a check from Warner Brothers, correct? Exactly. So with our company, though, we know when you refer someone and we know when they've made a purchase, and then you're going to be paid upon that. We have some of that patented technology I was talking about, ShopBuddy, where you never miss a deal and valuable coupons are uploaded there. We have Shopbox, which is where you're able to actually implement a website right within the newsfeed wall of Facebook. And that's done through F-Commerce, where you're able to take MasterCard and Visa right on the newsfeed wall of Facebook. Never before done. And then mobile technology. We actually rank number 55 amongst all of the technology apps that are available for mobile phones. We have barcode scanning. You have our mobile site, product information, news feeds, coupon deals. Everything is uploaded right there to your mobile technology. Here's just a glimpse of some of the 3,000 stores that we have available to us and what we have partnered with. Each one of these stores, we earn a commission every time we send a customer through our site to one of these locations. They receive cash back and we receive a commission on these sales. So they're going directly to the stores, but then the purchases are tracked through our website. with us always earning a commission. So it's similar to never paying retail again. Everything that we purchase through these sites, we earn at wholesale. Every 10 to 20 years, a new marketing system emerges. Back in the 30s, there was direct selling, going door to doors. There was multi-level marketing that came around in the 50s. We had catalogs in the 60s. And now you move into the era of what progressed into the internet in the 90s. And then one-to-one marketing. And as I spoke of before, we have social shopping, which is where you are finding products that you know, like, and trust from people within your social media sites. So, nutrition and wellness is a future trend. 78 million baby boomers are in the world right now. And we have 10,000 people that are retiring daily. And today, in 2012, people want to look younger and feel younger. And they really cannot afford those high medical bills. So nutrition and wellness is a future trend. How about owning your own business? Because the economic times of today, people need a secondary stream of income. So owning your own business has become very affordable, very profitable, and it is a trend that is happening today. Online and mobile shopping. 10 years ago, people were not doing this. Today, it's being done. I mean, ask yourself, did you make a purchase 10 years ago? How about 10 days ago? Big difference. Things have changed, and it has become the way of the future. It's here today to stay. And then we have social shopping that I speak so much about. Well, social shopping is that one-to-one marketing, but it's done through the internet. It's combining that high technology with that high touch where you know the people that you're recommending products to. You can reach millions of consumers instantly. And again, matching the people to the products and the products to the people, finding out what they're looking for. So let's talk about how we don't get paid, because we have to understand that this is 98% of society gets paid in what we call a horizontal marketing structure. It's where you have the corporation or the CEO up there on the top, and then there's different levels of society and different pay structures as you go down. The first level might be your upper management, and then the lower level is basically what we call the worker bees. They're the people that do the most amount of work, but they traditionally get paid the least amount of money. And I mean, I take a little chuckle there, but you know what? When you fall into that category, it's not so funny. And those people at the bottom, they traditionally don't have a way to actually move ahead. They certainly will never take the position of CEO, but the only way they'll reach upper management is if either someone gets fired or they've passed on or retired. It's going to take a very long time. So let's just think about it. The money starts at the top and then pays the upper management and then trickles down to all the worker bees. It's really about the person on the top making the most amount of money. Now, what we have done is we've actually turned this on its side, and it's called vertical marketing. And it's where you become the CEO of your company. And what happens is that when you build those two sales and distribution organizations, there's a compounding effect that takes place. We're not in competition with each other because every person is their own CEO, but we work as an overall team where we encourage teamwork and we support one another. Everyone receives 100% credit for sales and volume generated. Everyone, no matter where you are within the structure, everyone receives 100%. So we have no top and we have no bottom. To proceed further, there's 5 steps in building your unfranchise. When you've had enough information and you've done your due diligence, you are going to apply to the company. Just like any business registers with their state, you're going to register your business with the corporation. There's 2 ways that you can do this. You can apply as a sales representative. We have no cost for doing that, and you are able to buy products at distributor cost and earn a gross retail profit. There's no commission structure put upon this. So I recommend going with the unfranchised business presentation, the unfranchised ownership. This is where you do apply to the company and there is a small subscription fee. But with that fee, you're assured to have the correct business building tools to become successful. You're able to buy that product at distributor cost and then sell it at retail, earning that profit. But then you get to participate in the management performance compensation plan. And this is where we earn those commissions and we're working with a team of people. When you apply this way as an unfranchised owner, you receive that shop.com website that I gave you a little glimpse of. You also receive our Isotonic, which is our health and nutrition website, and our Motives Cosmetic website, all being multi-billion-dollar markets. And you receive a website that comes preloaded, e-commerce enabled in each one of these fields. You also receive your unfranchised business account. That is the site that actually tracks all of those sales and your retail profits are put on your account. We have a career manual, a getting started guide, an audio download. So whether you like to learn by reading or learn by listening, all of the proper tools will be there for you so that you can start training on day one. We have a Powerline magazine that comes to you in print and digital, and this will give you information about products that are coming out with the company and what the corporate team is doing, and also some stories about other successful unfranchised owners. We have training and seminar systems that are done live that you can go to in your area or that you can plug in through the internet. And then coaching and mentoring. This is probably the number one feature that I feel is involved with our company because you are trained by other successful business owners on the do's and don'ts. And coming from the traditional business field as I did, I guarantee you there was not another restaurateur that came into my restaurant and explained to me on the do's and don'ts of running a successful restaurant. Most of the time it's done through trial and error. In this particular case, though, we actually are going to lock arms with you and help you and guide you. Now, step 2 is we're going to create those commissions that I spoke about by moving products to the end consumer. You are going to, every product is going to have a commission point associated with it. So the business volume that's assigned to a particular product is called BV. And the incentive business volume is assigned to all of those 3,000 partner stores that I spoke about. Every time a sale is made, IBV is generated. So we've just actually shortened up the word to make it a little easier to understand. But know that BV and IBV are calculated to pay us commissions. So how do we create these BVs and IBVs? Well, number one would be personal use. We have 2,500 exclusive products that I know you're using in your home right now because I know I use them in mine. They're cleaning products. We have shampoos. We have conditioner for your hair, skin cleansers for your face, cosmetics, supplements. All of these products, something within there are you using. So you're just going to transfer your buying as it says right there. Instead of buying, let's say, Clorox or Tide, you're now going to use our particular products. Because why pay retail when you can pay wholesale? It doesn't make much sense. You're also then going to retail some sales to some preferred customers. And when they actually like the products, they can then come on board with auto ship, which is where if their product runs out in 30, 60, or 90 days, it'll automatically be shipped to them on that timely basis. How about utilizing the internet and social media? Or maybe you like to use a catalog. We have printed material for you. And always one-to-one marketing, to me, will always be the strongest way, is one-to-one. Then step 3, we're going to qualify your business. So when you've decided to open your business development center, you are then going to actually create some of that BV right on day 1. And when you do that, you'll actually, what we call banks of BV and IBV banks will open. And this will give you the ability to start qualifying and accruing those business volume and incentive business volume points. They start on day 1. We have no quota and we have no end of month. So they just start accruing over and over and building up until they pay you. Now, step 4 is when we activate. That is time leveraging. This is what we call expanding distribution. You can't do this all yourself. You're going to need a little bit of help. And I think we would all agree. What's more powerful? You doing 100% of the work? Or maybe if you had 100 people, each doing 1%. That's probably the way that you're going to actually get successful and leverage your time much quicker. So when we expand distribution, we're going to recognize and show someone how they can do exactly what we just did. And we're going to place one distributor on our left and one on our right. And then we're going to show them exactly what we did. And people just start leading to more people. And we need to actually show them how to apply, create, qualify, and activate. It's that simple. And we just do this over and over again. So I have to read you this disclaimer. It's the second part that's the most important. So if you would read along with me. The success of any Market America independent distributor will depend upon the amount of hard work, talent, and dedication which he or she devotes to building his or her business. If you really break that down, what that actually says is that you create your own income. It is not dependent upon anyone else. So if you need to make more or less than anyone else, it's up to you. The playing field is even. So how commissions are earned. BV and IBV's commissions are calculated on a weekly basis. Well, that's pretty good because we all receive our bills on a weekly basis. So I like to have my commission check on a weekly basis. And as I said, the smallest check to calculate is $300. So the system searches to infinity. No matter how deep that may go, it searches all the way down, and all of those BV points are calculated up. And what I just showed you is you could have seen a little bit of points from everyone calculates up to you. So when you have 1,200 business volume on your left and 1,200 business volume on your right, that will create a $300 check. So let me just say that a little bit slower because it just is a mirror image from there. So let's say Dr. Jones put in 500 business volume. Chris put in 300 business volume. We're now at 800. And let's say Tom put in 200 business volume. We're now at 1,000 business volume. How's calculated up to you? And then you put in 200 business volume. That would total 1,200. So that would then produce, if you have 1,200 on the left and 1,200 on the right, a $300 check. And then it just starts a mirror image from there. This is the IBV. And then once we calculate another 1,200, so maybe the following week it calculates everything again, and you've reached 2,400 on the left and right, you receive another $300 check, 1,200 on the left and right again, another $300 check. Then it takes a little jump. 1,400 business volume on the left, 1,400 business volume on the right will produce you a $600 check. Now it is possible to go from 0 to 5,000 in 1 week. If you do that, your check will be $1,500 for business volume and $1,500 for incentive business volume, bringing your total for that 1 week to $3,000. And this will just start happening over and over again. The frequency of this happening gets faster and faster. And there's no limit to how many business centers you can have. So once you have one successfully going, you are able to open up another one. But we don't start anywhere else. We stay within this one structure. So you place one on the left and one on the right. This is what I call the most uniqueness about our system. We are able to, this separates us from anyone else. We are able to place volume at the bottom of our organization. So when I have sales or when I'm purchasing items for my own household, I am able to gift away those business volume points. And I can gift them to the lowest possible point. And everything rolls up, as I said, 100%. So if I gift Matt 400 points, Matt receives 400, Dr. Jones 400, Chris 400, Tom 400, back up to me 400. So when I literally say we lock arms with you and one hand washes the other, it's the truth because there is no top and no bottom. We're able to place those business volume points, which turn into commissions, into the lowest possible point, and everyone receives 100% credit for what we've done. So let's recap. We have cash back and retail profit. That starts on day 1. Volume accrual. Our commissions accrue over and over, day after day, until we get paid. So we like to say it's not about if we'll get paid. It's really just about when. We search all the way to infinity, no matter how deep that could be. And then our volume placement. Like I said, this is what separates us from anyone else. The fact that we're able to gift away our business volume, our commission points, and our incentive business volume. Unlimited income potential. Smallest check starts at $300. You name what you'd like it to be. Right now, the largest check being produced by the company is over $40,000 a week. And then we have what we call the Fast Start program. You can get started in your business for as low as $399, and you're live on day one. So you just need to decide what is your interest level. Whomever invited you to review this call, answer them with either one, you want to register as a customer and start receiving that cash back. I would think that anyone would want to do that. But also try one of the Mark in America branded products. Our products are so superior to others that are on the market because we get to say what goes into those products. Much better price point also. Number 2, definitely book a follow-up appointment. Hopefully after you viewed this, you have some questions. Hopefully I confused you a little bit. So book a follow-up appointment with some questions for the person that invited you on the call. And then step 3, when you've done your due diligence and you're ready and you feel this is right for you, then you would say to that person, I do want to establish my markinamericashop.com unfranchised business and get started on your way to time and financial freedom. Once you choose, the rest is really easy. It's about submitting that application and then starting to implement your business. So I thank you for being on the call this evening and look forward to working with you to develop your unfranchised business.